Hello and welcome back to Art and Craft Therapy. My name is Deirdre. Welcome. I hope you enjoyed my last video. I posted it the same day that I made this video, but not on the same day I posted it, if that makes sense. I want to kind of stagger them out. As I share with you, this is sort of part 2 of what I'm calling my visual elements that I design and use in my future projects. So welcome back. I would like to please ask that you subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Leave any comments or questions and ideas for me. I love hearing from you. I really appreciate you. We have artists, YouTubers, crafters, designers, all here on YouTube, and everyone is welcome from age 5 to 105. If you want to craft along with me, if you want to just watch and learn and begin stashing away your visual elements, that's cool too, because that's how I started. I didn't start with a bunch of stamps and inks and all of my goodies that I'll share with you. It took time to gather all of my goodies and stash them away and organize them, get prepared for when I want it to come online. So that's fun in collecting them. Some stamps are new. They come in different varieties. Some stamps are old, small, and I'll share with you where I get them. I'm not going to show you all my stamps. I have a lot. When I get my new craft room, I'm going to have a stamp wall, so you'll see all of them. So come along again. Sit back, get you a cup of tea. My tea is over here on the side. And welcome to this episode. All right, this is, I mentioned Ranger before, and on those papers I used coffee dyed and tea dyed colors. Now, to me, it looks odd when you have black on brown. I don't know. It's just, to me, it throws me off. It's maybe that's a different design element for some people. You know, if that brings balance to you, visual balance to you, that's fine. To me, I don't know. I'm weird. But these items, I did use the black on brown paper, and I liked it. So experiment. But I wanted to show you, this is a huge paper pad. It's huge. I need to, I don't know, do you buy a new one of these, or do you buy a re-inker? I don't know. I think it's okay. I have it taped shut right now, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet what I want to do. Speaking of old, I found this in a thrift shop. It's two-sided. Isn't that beautiful? It's so charming and cute, and I adore it. It's kind of heritage, isn't it? Yeah. That was, let's see. That's a vintage stamp. That's an old find. It's like 20 years old. Is that crazy? But I love it. So again, go out to your craft stores. You never know what you're going to find. If you go to Michael's or Hobby Lobbies or any craft store, just start browsing. Don't buy. Sometimes I go on browsing trips with my coffee in my hand, and I'm browsing. There's no pressure. I don't have to buy anything. I'm just looking at the packages. I'm comparing prices, looking at the package, looking at the word, see if I want that. To me, you can use this on it's supposed to cling to an acrylic stamper. I'm a hands-on person. I just pick it up, stamp it, or stamp, and I'm done. I don't need to attach it to something else. That's just me. You'll see me do that in the future if I want to use precision, but probably not. Anyway, I pulled this out because you can tear this up. You can get the word experience, you know, you do with what happens to you. You know, you can, it doesn't have to be the whole thing. The word you. Some people use, I'm looking for an antique typewriter. So until I can find that, that's how I'm going to use those type of stamps. This is a huge block stamp. You can see, I don't clean them when I'm done. I wipe them. So there's always going to be some ink left. I can't get all of that off. I'm not going to spend lots of time or product to clean that off because I'm going to ink it again. So that's just me. So isn't that a beautiful stamp? You'll see that a lot. A beautiful, pretty dress. I bought that one online. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handedly. I think Denise said that's her favorite stamp. It's cute. I think I'm going to use this on tags when I make. I'm also, I guess I'm a seamstress. I like to make clothes, so costumer is what I call myself, but some people say seamstress. So I'm going to use that to make tags. And then you can get themed stamps, a teapot and a teacup. We'll leave that here by our cup of tea. I am working on a project where I'm going to try to stamp. You can buy these 1 inch by 1 inch, no, those are 2 inch by 2 inch canvas boards. See that? You can buy them. Then stamp on them. Again, you know, I love stamping halves. And then I'm going to oil paint them. So that'll be fun. This is another example of something I found in the thrift store. That's going to be for Christmas. You see that little white speck in there? Isn't that beautiful? Show you that side first. Won't that make a beautiful ornament? Sometime in the past, oops, this cost $9.25, and that's hamper stamps. But I got it at the thrift store, a bag full of antique stamps. To me, this is antique or vintage for $1. Kate Darnell. So I got the circles ready. This is upcycled sort of card stock, pardon me. Here, I have 2 of them. And I'm going to stamp them, oops, paint them, and use them for ornaments. This one is more of a, I guess, Thanksgiving theme, but it's also Christmas because it looks like a holly leaf is in there too, so you'll see that in the future. Okay, let's take that away. You guys will let me know if I'm spending too much time on certain things. Sometimes I'm just looking at it, trying to think about what I want to say, but a lot of times I'm just I like looking at things. I like looking at how I can use it. I'm thinking about it. I'm looking at all the different colors and how things come together. In the art world, they call it the balance, the all-over pattern of something, how it comes together. And artists use different techniques, but like I said, I do lots of experimenting, so I'm always happy with the outcome. So before we go any further, I wanted to show you this because this is linen. I'm going to be working no, I always call it linen. This is muslin. I like to buy it in this ecru color. Here, sorry. Buy yourself like 10 yards of it. Just do it. Trust me. Because a lot of my projects, I'm going to be using this on paper. I'm going to be, when I make a costume or dress, I make a mock-up and I use linen. When I do my embroidery, I use linen. When I tie things up in a bow, a lot of times I'll sew, you'll see it in a future projects, I'll sew the silk on and the linen is the backing. So I just wanted to show the linen. I keep saying that. Muslin. 10 yards. Just get it and go. Now, it's up to you whether you want to purchase white or this ecru color. I like the ecru color because, you know, your hands might be a little smudgy. Now, this inspired me, again, when you buy clothes. There's a little shameless plug tag for Adam Levine. But I saw this tag and I went, oh, and I put it in my idea box. That's coming in a video near you. But I loved how it's just simple. And the little brown at the top, the little stitching, and I mean, you know, that doesn't bother me. I shop at Kmart, I shop at Neiman Marcus, you know, who cares? So I wanted to show you that because it inspired me to make these. I showed these into you the last video because here's my Tiffany stamp. Boop. I stamped it first, coffee dyed it. It was already in this shape, and then I added brown paper. Sorry, and I punched a hole in it. See the hole back there? Here you go. There you go, the pink. So just want to share that with you once more. And you can buy tags. So if you don't want to make them, you just stamp them and buy a tag. Okay. I have a favorite art store. I've already asked them if I could film inside, and they said yes. So that's coming to a video near you. Here is that vintage stamp I was telling you about. I made a whole bunch, and then I just stapled them together just so they could stay together and neat. So I'll be using those. I think I'm going to use those in my family tree project. I want to paint them first. So again, I made them, stapled them, just so they can stay neat. And that's also a good idea if you make a whole bunch of stamps, even if they're not the same stamp. Just staple them together. You can always, you know, you'll just rip this one off, and these are all secure together. And neat. They stay neat that way. Here are, I think when I made my first, I was testing video. I should probably take it down, but I had this image in it, and a lot of people were asking me, what is that? Where is that? What are you going to do with that? You'll see this in a future project coming up. So, again, I showed you the stamp already. Just wanted to show you. Now, in this process, again, I stamp the paper first. Then I coffee dye it and ink it up. I had to giggle. Trust me, I'm very secure in who I am. I love every one of my years here on earth. I've had that crooked finger all my life. It doesn't bother me. It's been with me since birth, so I hope it's not distracting to anyone. But I had to giggle at myself. Oh my gosh. I have to point, it's my index finger. I have to point with it. So here is a design. And yes, feel adventurous. Create your own designs. Go for it. So these are a couple of stamps I already showed you. That stamp is this stamp. If you find a friend, this, I have to admit, this is it's crafting is an investment. This stamp can be passed on to someone. So it's not like it's frivolous. It's an investment. You use it to stamp over and over again, and when you're done and that stamp is passed on, a great granddaughter or son who becomes a crafter is going to use that stamp. So your stamps are investments. Don't feel like, oh, I'm just wasting money. No, you're not. Oops. I showed this to you before, remember? That's going to be one of my favorite ones, so we're going to be using that a lot. Now, I didn't share this in the last video because I wanted to show you. I found these in Target. So, look around, see what you can find. They're called seed packets. A lot of people have done videos, not a lot, maybe 10, using these. I'll be using these coming up in my, I want to do a harvest video for right before Thanksgiving because, again, I told you I love horticulture. And what am I trying to say? A lot of times right before winter, people collect seeds and package them away. So I'm going to do a video on that. So I had to pop that in because I said, oh man, I didn't put that in my last video, and I want to show that to them. So the last thing I want to share with you in this video, oh, I lie. I'm going to leave this here. This is a punch, and I catch myself saying wrong things in videos all the time. I remember in my first video I said a stamp when I was talking about a punch. So this is what we call punches. This thing is almost 10 years old, oops, and it's still going strong. And it makes, as you can see, a curve. Now, when I show you this, you'll see. And you just slide the corner in there. I know I have a piece of paper. I know I do. Here we go. Whoops. Okay. You slide the piece of paper. Goodness. What is wrong with me? In there. I'm not going to punch it. But you punch it and it comes out round. Again, you slide, punch, slide, punch. You get the gist, right? Okay. Every 6 months or so, you remember this. You can also use what you make as storage. So I grab one of these for myself, and I'm going to forever store these in there. Every 6 months or so, I'm going to make a batch of what I'm going to refer to as tokens or charms. Paper tokens and charms. And I sit and I just, you know, I pour a cup of tea and I just play with my stamps and design and mix them all up, and I'll look at it and go, yikes, that's ugly, and then I'll get a combination that I like. I will make a video on that. Just so you can see it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to say that's yuck. Or if you might hit the stamp and it, you know, this part doesn't come out, you know, and that type of thing. So I just wanted to share these with you. So, and then another purpose of this is to have a collection, a paper collection of all the stamps that I do own. Okay, so that is ballerina. And this is journaling, a journaling stamp. Again, all these stamps I do own. I just wanted to just show you just a couple here that I do have, and the different sizes. Isn't that cool? Okay. Here, you'll see the crown. Oops. Goodness. I'm upsy-downsy, topsy-turvy. Okay. And again, you can see where I used the corner punch to make it round. That one I did. This one I did not. Okay. Now this is a combination of two different stamps. It's the top of, let's get L10 out here. It's the top of an old lamp and a ledger stamp. So that's the combination of two stamps. So I took circle and I got a picture. They're called unicycles, right? This is a combination of two stamps, like a crackle stamp, and then here she goes. Just stamped on top, right there. Here's a heart, cheetah spots, cheetah leopard, no, not leopard, cheetah, yeah, cheetah or leopard. I always get the two mixed up. Okay, here's a beautiful moth stamp on the bottom of a mason jar. I like things to look, when things are authentic and they are antique, stuff gets, like here, it gets, here, fold it, and then over time, like 50 years ago, say if that was folded for 50 years, eventually it's going to fall off. So I do that on purpose, just so it'll look vintage. Okay, now this is a combination of three stamps. You have, let me get a little closer. Okay, and he's clearly in distress, the drama of it all. And then I wrote or stamped, maybe a cupcake will help. And his hand is like, no, no. And then you have the ruler. Isn't that cute? So again, you can use these as little little, charms to tuck inside your journals. This is a combination of three stamps: the music, the air balloon, and the word beautiful. This is a combination of two stamps. Here you have the bottom half of a mannequin, and then you have the angel wings. Okay, right here. This one wing here. So right there. As you can see, I did that lightly, and I did that more pressure. And see, remember I mentioned before, sometimes you'll stamp and then the whole spot won't get there. I love it. Love it. Okay. So this is a combination of two stamps, but this stamp was used twice. It was used down here and up here. Okay. All right. This stamp, this love stamp, here. And of course it, I love, it can fall off a piece of paper for me. I'm okay with that. And this is the top of Fleur de Lis one stamp, used twice. And it does work. Let me see, I'll bring it a little closer. You can still see the words over the Fleur de Lis. At first when I stamped it, I was like, oh man, I stamped it too dark. But no, it came through, huh? Come through, stamps. Yes. Okay, so that's just a little snippet. Music sheet. This is 3 stamps. Bird cage, heart, and a wing. Okay. Here's another little token. Remember, let me dig it out, dig it out, dig it out, dig it out. Sorry, my hand. My hands are very expressive, as my mom used to say. So, see? Now I'll move this up. Boop. See, that's the top of that stamp. Here it is in the hole. Here it is as a visual element to create a different design. So it's endless, you guys. You can design all kind of things. You can design a whole mosaic of colors and designs and stamps. And that's what I plan to do. I haven't found the right canvas yet. I want something big. I think I'm just going to have to buy a big board and glue paper on it, because a big wooden board from Home Depot and glue, purse, and just make my own. I'm seriously considering that, because I can't find what I need sometimes. And again, I think I said it in the other video, I get so frustrated I can't find what I need. Well, you know what that means? I have to create it. So I think I shared this with you before. Not sure why that's in there. Well, I guess I was sharing all my little goodies in one spot. This is the Muslim. So I stamped love and I coffee dyed it. Love is one of my favorite words. Love. I love that you're here with me, watching my videos. It's a little circle. There's another little spool top. This was fun because I have old spools that I use. I know it's not very interesting, that's more modern, but when I use this, let me see if I can grab it. Hang on. I plan to use old spools with that on top. That doesn't bother me that it hangs over, because I'm going to wind some fabrics around there. No one will be any wiser. I'm going to punch a hole and it's going to be lots of fun. So that's coming in a video near you, but yeah, I was like, oh, that's so cute. I only put it on a circle because it was round, and then the idea popped in my head. Okay, infinity. And that's it. I put 2 of these little things in here. For instance, if I were to give this as a gift, I put 2 of the small things in. I guess I should put 2 of those for each end of the spool. But, yeah, because they're small and cute. And I put that in too. Now, I wanted to share this with you because, remember we talked about ink that isn't waterproof. Or anyway, when you buy products from the store, obviously you don't know whether it's waterproof or not. But I dipped it. The first one I did, all the lines just went away. They were gone. So I dipped it in really quick. Boop, boop. And then I baked it. And I love how that came out. Those blue lines are beautiful. And see, there's the coffee dye that we went over before. So I like to keep them all in one thing. And then I'll date it, you know, and then I'll know, hey, summer 2019, these are all the goodies that I made for my visual elements. And that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Go out, treat yourself to maybe one stamp a month. Michael's and Hobby Lobbies have 40 to 50% coupons on their websites. So let's just say I did not buy, I bought this online. Let's just say, let's go with this stamp. Let's just say this stamp was $8.99. Some people would go, dude, no, I'm not going to buy that. Okay, you're going to use it over and over and over again. So $8.99, $9. To me, that's affordable. But when you have a 50% or a 40% off coupon, $5. Okay? So at the end of the year or this time next year, you'll have a stamp collection. My stamp collection, it's not huge. I'm going to add a couple more things, but as I shop, and remember I told you on my browsing days, I'm finding that I want or desire nothing more than I already have. I had an idea. I'm going to share it if I can find someone that is willing to go along with me and do maybe a stamp swap. I'm not sure how to go about that yet, but I'm going to make a video on it. Or a stamp share, meaning I'm going to share with you 5 of my stamps. You get to pick out which ones you want to use, and you in turn send me 5 stamps, and in 30 days you send my stamps back and I send your stamps back. That way I can sit down and boop, 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 boop. And to me that'll be kind of fun. Why not? Maybe I can get 10 pen pals out there that might be interested in doing that. Let me know at the bottom of this video. If you want to pick, like for instance, out of these 5 stamps, out of these, I believe those are 12 stamps. Let's just pretend there's 12 stamps in front of us. And if you want to borrow 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I package them up, send them to you, and at the same time, you show me the 5 you want to share, or I'll pick out 5, and you send me yours. And we have 30 days to make as many charms, to stamp as many papers, like the papers I shared with you in my last video, and just send them back to each other. How about that? That way, we're saving money, we are engaging, and we're sharing. And I think that's what art and crafts are really about. It's our community and sharing our love for art. So I'll stop rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't be shy. Leave me a message. Leave me a comment. Leave me a request. Let me know how you like this video. Give me any ideas. And please comment down below if you are interested in, me sending you 5 of my stamps, and in 30 days you send them back, and in exchange during the same time period you send me 5 of your stamps that I don't have. Let's do it. How about I limit it to 10 people? Leave a comment below, and I'll make a video sharing with my viewers. If you are a YouTuber, you can share with your viewers as well, and then we'll share what we did with the stamps, what we created with the stamps, and you'll see them in future projects on my page and or here on YouTube or on Facebook. Again, I do have a Facebook channel, Art and Craft Therapy. It's the same icon. The pink roses in my avatar, I made those, wow, 5 years ago, and I still have them. I made them for a wedding, and that was the sample, and she wanted like 100, and I made her 100 of them. I'm not quite sure what she did with them, but yeah, I made those. Someone asked me that, and I said, yeah, I made those. So, all right, thank you. Go buy a stamp. Thanks for joining me today. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Until then, best regards. Bye.